Hello guys and welcome back to the Sino-Soviet Union playthrough. In the last episode, it was actually really exciting. India was taken over by Dema. It was probably the largest scale country-on-country war to happen so far in the playthrough. Definitely not the one with the most casualties, probably not even the most kills for all I know, but in terms of landmass scale, this was probably the biggest war to happen yet. This episode's not going to be as exciting for war, but you're going to see a lot of development over the course of this episode. Hope you guys enjoy.
That war didn't do much for the world.
What do you mean?
My war with India.
What do you mean it didn't do much for the world?
It's still kind of stale.
The world's been vastly improved ever since my war with Japan. So I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Consumer goods prices are up, industrial goods have doubled. Prices on just about everything have gone up. Hell, it's almost profitable for me to sell coal at this point. Price of oil's up, price of timber's up, price of pretty much everything is up. And that is after the war, with the demand not being so great anyway. Japan's still just racking up the debt, but Japan is one of my most successful colonies in terms of their domestics. And boy, I will tell you, Japan is fueling a decent chunk of the world economy.
Holy crap! Chinese India's... I don't know if they're taking out debt or if they're doing really well.
They've taken out a very good amount of debt already. In fact, they're almost caught up to Soviet Japan in debt.
I'm gonna have to bail them out. I just bailed myself out.
I mean, their credit rating is at 150%. Do you actually need to bail them out? You can.
My credit rating is 128%.
Yeah, you should focus on your own debt for right now. They're taking out debt, but it's sustainable. Their credit rating's fine. After my little stimulus experiment, I've learned something. Regarding to their debt and the amount of money they have, a lot of them haven't actually changed their budgets very much, and they're not bleeding people, but they're emigrating more than they're immigrating. For example, it's these smaller countries that aren't very self-sustaining. And while that's not really a problem, what it has me wondering is, should my next move be to actually go attack a different place, or should I annex slowly all these little colonies that are emigrating more than they're immigrating so that I can have a more cohesive kind of growth of my own? It wouldn't be the largest effect because they're very tiny colonies, which is why I haven't done it already. But that's one thing I've been looking at.
I know you don't want to hear this, but I think you may want... Wait, what happened?
I just got an Aerotech. Like a large Aerotech. Whenever you get an Aerotech, all of your UI changes. South Africa is still fighting a war against Portugal and still making almost no progress at all.
Is it a war in name only, like kind of
No,
like the France?
No, they're fighting. They're actively fighting. It's not a war in name. It's just a war that's not going anywhere. South Africa, out of all the living independent countries, South Africa is now number 3 in war casualties at 84,500. They've lost 226 units and killed 79. They have a huge supply issue. They don't have the production or the money to really keep it going. The domestic approval rating is shot. Like, they actually can't handle this war. Whatever Portugal's, like, just the supply area there in general, and then Portugal's defense of the colony of Portuguese Angola, South Africa has not been able to keep up with it. South Africa is also bleeding people and deflating to make it worse. Although at the same time, South Africa still does have things claimed in Portuguese Angola, and Portugal hasn't really pushed at all into South Africa. We got a little bit of like ocean land, but that's about it. We're starting to unlock the techs we can research to lower the amount of oil we spend on things, at least I am, and instead increase electricity. But the funny thing is, we're still at a point in time where there's more oil than electricity. I'm at the point where, like, I don't necessarily need a bigger military. I need to just keep modernizing, so that's what my AI has been doing.
I have more than enough troops to cover all my ground. So a lot of my military stopped growing rapidly, and it's just started modernizing what it has. Man, the US has been actually pretty damn ahead of me in terms of not military tech as well. Military tech, though, I am definitely ahead of them. I wonder if over time, if this India of yours doesn't fail, we'll start seeing a bunch of Indian troops running around, because they still have a decent amount of military capacity. I wonder if they'll have the funds to actually field their own military. I'm gonna guess probably not. It would be interesting if they do. Oh wow, this is just one giant weird-ass road network that doesn't need to be there. Hello, Beijing, in the middle of a river. How are you? Alright. I'm gonna clean up all these roads here then. Although I'm probably gonna lay down an entire new rail network, because a lot of my northeast just doesn't have any infrastructure at all, and there are villages out here, and I'd kind of like to get them connected. Even though they're not going to bring me anywhere, in case there's a war with the US that starts and they start invading me or something. I'd like to be able to get out there. Of course, I could just say, yeah, fuck it, and then they're just gonna have to deal with bad supplies when they invade me, but I want to fight them back. I want to kick some ass, in case they come after me like that. And while roads are real nice, in an area like this with no infrastructure, this is where I like to put rails first, because rails allow you to move without using fuel. You're not going to move very fast, but you're going to move. Alright, I got a rail network placed and building that will bring me from around my border with Korea up to my northeast. Oh look, there's a road network up here in the middle of the tundras as well. Just coming out from a fucking random ass village. I'm still just expanding my rail network in the northeast. Trying to get some supply moving, get a supply freeway to actually move through all this fucking tundra.
Do we have a sync error? Because I see every once in a while the clock just stopped for a little bit.
We don't have a sync error. That's the like freezing you notice during like battles and stuff.
I was wondering because my FPS is 120 right now.
Because it doesn't have to do with our computers. It's just the game. Oh, someone just got independence. Who is it? Mozambique. Oh, one of Portugal's old colonies.
Condemn.
Fuck you.
Condemn the Mozambique.
Alright, got those rails set up. More and more of my country that wasn't connected is being connected. Another colony's freed. Cape Verde, another Portuguese colony. Portugal's letting their colonies go.
Okay, so I was looking at the chart. Apparently, your biggest threat over in Europe is France on land.
In a way, I mean, at the same, they have the most production and the most, like, deployed units, but they don't have the money to sustain that. And another colony's free. Okay. They're letting a lot of them go this year. And another colony's freed. Portugal's just going crazy releasing colonies. Alright. Okay, I've done a whole bunch of work on making rails up in the northeast, and I think a lot of it's going to pay off. They're all starting to get built. I've made some interconnecting ways so that it's not just one linear trail. It's looking pretty nice. Papua New Guinea achieved independence. Oh, I think I found your next target.
Yup.
It's a colony, so you're going to want to hop on it soon.
Yup, I'm going to start
Otherwise they're going to get an alliance.
Getting justification right now.
Yep. Oh, you've wanted that shit for so long. And Australia just freed it.
So did you start going and getting justification?
No. No. I'm working on Greece. To see if I can flip them back.
Okay,
Well,
well,
my,
I got this set.
Treaty
so
integrity's coming back
good.
still. Hey, you get that and you'll have another step in between you and Fiji. You'll be kinda set to go for Australia if you want. Side note, I'm starting to see some Japanese land forces. That one land fab they have, they're actually using it.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I didn't point it out because I thought you noticed it, but they had a tank.
Yeah,
Sitting
most
in
of the
North
stuff
Vietnam.
they're making looks like it's from World War II, but yeah, they have stuff. They have units. Yeah, their most advanced tank is from 46.
I got every treaty with Greece, but they did not flip back. No alliance. They're not aligned. I'm thinking at this point with the way, like, with what happened to our sphere, like all our allies going non-aligned and stuff, I'm thinking that the time of flipping people like that is kind of gone until the war starts out. And what we get in terms of allies is mainly going to be anyone, if we choose to liberate them, or people that have coup d'etats that put them in the red right off the get-go.
So how many capital ships do you think I'll need in this area?
Like one.
I went a little overboard then.
The thing is that they're probably not going to surrender with just that one port, like, unfortunately. So you're going to have to trudge through the fucking jungle a little bit here. And worst case scenario, you might need to go to those villages on the outlying islands, which may be annoying, especially because some of them don't have ports. You're going to need to land. You're going to need to use any amphibious units to use their landing craft to kind of get there.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that's amphibious over here.
You do. Anything that when it becomes a merchant marine has a landing craft instead of just a merchant marine, it's instead of merchant marine LC, those are amphibious units. You are gonna need cap ships to help them actually get into the waters though, remember? Cap ships or escorts. So make sure to send at least one capital ship with every group that you're sending in.
Darn it, why do they have to have so many places without landing spots?
If you want to get them off without building any ports afterwards, just get some of your actual landing craft ship if you have any. Landing craft ships, like dedicated ones, that can load away from a dock, specifically. Send them to the island, load the people onto the landing craft, and you're good. Oh, another...
Okay, I did.
Oh, Portuguese Angola just got freed. Now I wonder, South Africa originally declared war on Angola and then Portugal got involved. I wonder if now the war with Portugal is actually going to stop, or if the war with Angola is going to stop, or if they're both just going to continue. This could be kind of interesting. Chinese India has officially passed Soviet Japan in debt. In fact, Chinese India is close to passing Italy. One thing to note is I have decided not to attack anybody right now.
Why is that?
Because of this.
You annexed someone?
I annexed Soviet Tajikistan. They were having problems for a very long time, and I decided to just their population. I got my final recon satellite up in the air. 85% coverage. It's just a matter of time before it gets to 100%. Suriname has achieved independence. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm condemning them. You know what? I'm gonna make my life a little easier. For two technologies, what would you like between resources and money?
Oh, you want to get two of my texts?
You
Money.
there. It's at a slight profit for you.
There you go.
You could tell exactly why
Yeah. I
I
know.
requested it.
Yep.
I was trying to research that, but then it just became problematic, and I was like,
God, this makes me wish I could just be like, okay, open trade. I'll give you these researches, and you give me Pakistan.
you want Pakistan?
I'm not saying I want you to like release Pakistan so I can attack them or anything. Just the extra pop would be so nice.
I know, I wish I could trade population and diplomatic offer.
Yeah, you know, I just enable a program. The government will pay you to move to Russia. I just want to point out, you did not put LCs in the northwesternmost island. Well, that is an island where you will need LCs.
Oh my goodness, I gotta redo this now. Because I thought you said LC's couldn't.
One of the giveaways is the actual appearance of the model. The LCs actually look like the landing craft from fucking like D-Day. If you have actual dedicated landing craft, you can load even non-amphibious units onto them and land that way as well.
Hey! An alliance formed.
You say A like that alliance was a good thing or something.
Alright, does that look good? I still have units, the Marine LCs, heading towards...
On the easternmost island, you put non-landing crafts. That one that needs landing craft.
Do I even have enough?
You have a bunch of landing craft at the capital. For the record, those isolated villages like that shouldn't need very much, like 1-2 units tops to take.
Oh, what's this? Is the US paying off their debt slowly?
Their debt hasn't gone down at all. They're still surviving off of debt.
I'll see if it goes up or down.
It doesn't go up or down little by little. They run out of money, they take out 100 billion or so worth in debt, and then they burn through that over time. That's how they've been doing it for the past, like, all of it.
In that case, we might be able to topple them over.
Debatable. Oh, there, they just took out a bunch more debt right there. Oh, dude, they just took out even more debt. They're at 826.5 billion now.
I can't wait till I get some modernization going.
Well, Chinese India now has the third most debt, just past how much debt you have, and you're just about tied with Italy.
Yeah, but their GDP per capita is going up. Mine is deflating right now.
It's not deflating, your inflation is just lowering. You had an inflation of like nearly 10%, you now have one of 4.2. Norway made an alliance. I wish Congo would get a new flag. They have like the same fucking flag as Belgium. They have the same exact flag as Belgium.
And that connects over there now. Now I want this to link up east. That's going to be a long trek. Where the hell even is the next village east? It's like all the way over here or something, right? It's down here. Not even up here. Oh no, this is up here. Oh, connecting those would be a little bit of a bitch, huh? Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. God, that's a long-ass railway. It goes in a straight line mostly, though. Not so bad. But damn, that's a lot of rails. Alright, let's build that bitch. It's not a river, right? Right. Okay, nice. Alright, so my west and east should connect now. Further west. This could be connected right here. All of this right here could be connected. I'm just trying to make it easier and easier to just get around my fucking territory. Alright. My back alleys, as I'll call them, are looking a lot better connected than ever before. There's still some improvements that could be made, but this is so much nicer. You can take a railway almost anywhere into the country that has a fucking city at this point. Or at least you will be able to soon. A lot of these are still building.
Oh look, I can declare war now.
Go for it.
Okay, I think I have all these orders set.
And the war begins. And they don't really stand a chance, but there goes their capital. And there goes another village, and another village, and another village. They've already lost almost half their military approval rating, and they have moved to this new capital. Now you just have to trudge your way up the jungle, or otherwise get back on the water with all your amphibious units and do an amphibious landing on that new town.
I'm having trouble moving my troops.
Which ones?
The ones on the northwestern island.
Well, I told you that you wouldn't be able to. I told you that several times, because there's no port there. You have to get, as I said twice, a landing craft, bring it over there, and load them onto it. Or you have to build a port there or something. I warned you about this. The same goes for that eastern island. You're not going to be... That's why I told you to only send like 1 unit to each, because you won't be able to get those off until you bring a landing craft or build a pier. Holy shit, your finances went in the red.
Yeah, it's weird because I turned off all my research centers.
Well, I see you forgot about something I've taught you about many times. Again, go to your military production tab, go to the 4th tab down, and you will find the alert condition probably has an annual preparedness cost now. Whenever you go to war, that alert level you see go up and down, it causes that to happen. It's to keep your units fit for war. It's something that happened to you when you fought India. It happens in pretty much every single war.
Yeah, I'm doing whatever I can to get myself constantly out of the red. Because my trades took a hit.
Your trades will always take a hit when you declare war because the world market's not as pleased with you anymore. Also, as that subsidy rate goes down, you get less bonuses to all your international transactions.
That's cultural subsidy, right?
No, the UN subsidy, the world market subsidy. If the world market gets too angry at you, they just straight up cut off your access to the world market altogether.
This is painful.
I mean, did you look? Did you see all the jungle? This should have been evident that this was gonna happen.
Well, at least I got out of the red, but it took drastic measures.
Well, Sahara has been freed from Spain. What drastic measures did it take you? All your social spending, I guess?
Yup. Well, not all of it, but quite a bit.
You really, still, like, you'll have a war where you learn a lot, but then you'll go into the next war forgetting like 90% of what you learned. It's an interesting process watching the same mistakes happen over and over.
Oh, well, that's the first person we've allied with that has actually started NATO leaning. Still doesn't matter, so long as we have them allied, we're good. Hey, you got some troops there.
Yeah, it was painful because they didn't want to operate correctly.
What do you mean?
Like, every time I gave them a command, they would start, but then they would, like, turn back a little bit.
Was it because you were trying to send them through the enemy territory, the enemy waters? Or was it because they have initiative and your AI was disagreeing with your order?
I think it was the AI.
Did you argue with the AI, or did you take away the AI's command?
I was talking about these land troops over here.
What land troops? The amphibious ones that just landed and started taking all those villages?
No, the ones sitting on the area for a while.
They're out of supply. Do you not see that? That's not the AI arguing with you, that's them having no supply.
No, what I mean is they turned around.
Yeah, they probably want to go somewhere where they can actually move. You're trying to force them across a river when they have no supplies. They're literally never going to make it there. It's like trying to tell a tank to jump across a volcano and then getting confused when your generals say, no, stop it, turn back. They don't have the supply to do anything right now. So what they want to do is go back to where they can actually get supply. There's 95% coverage now, and we can see a lot of stuff in the US. We can see a lot of stuff everywhere. You can't see garrisons still, because it's only peaking at units. But hey, your bar is almost matching the US right now. Almost 2 million army staff deployed during this war.
Yeah, I don't know why my AI decided to do that. Hey, they have 3.8.
You decided to do that because you're in a state of war and you gave him permission to do it. That's why.
And this is almost my entire army, by the way. Please tell me it's over.
There's still more villages.
Oh no. Oh wait, that's Solomon Islands.
Fucking Christ. You gotta, like, keep your ownership tab on or something. Alright? They moved their capital north.
I kinda wanna die right now.
I don't know why you didn't just prepare for this. This war could have been over within a week in-game if you had just prepared for it. Like, if you set up, instead of sending 4 amphibious units to one island. You could have sent 1 to each village, like I said, including ones like this that is now the capital. Or you could have sent some landing craft or something to get the units off after they landed, rather than having to wait on this sea pier that's finishing. You could have sent supply trucks to the mainland. Like, so many things, so many little things could have been done to make this war last a week instead of months. Saving you probably tons of money and a bunch of other things. You have a landing craft literally right there. Oh, you got it. Bam, capital, dead. Again.
Are they not going to surrender? Oh,
Maybe.
don't tell me.
Oh. Coup d'etat in Argentina. Looks like we have Argentina back. We just got Argentina back. Hell yeah. Free Argentina, baby. Well, free. I got them a while ago and then we lost them, but now we get them again. Full alliance, though. Full alliance. Only a coup d'etat again could take them away from us. Hey. One less nation we have to kill. It's nice to have them back. They're one of the more militarized people in South America. Oh! South Africa and Angola reached a ceasefire. So now South Africa is permanently going to have all this disgusting border gore in Angola. But they are at war with Portugal still. Funny, because they declared their war initially on or Portuguese Angola. I thought they would have fought for Angola till the end. If you get a chance, look in South Pakistan. Look in Nepal. Look in Bhutan. There's just so many units just deployed.
Yeah, I gotta fix that once I get done with this war.
Too bad you don't have any more landing crafts sitting around, or do you?
I have.
Oh, you do. They're en route. By the way, I have picked a war target. It's not a grandiose one, and it's one that I'll actually have to betray my treaties with to kill. But, I mean, I doubt they're ever going to flip to our side, and it's something I can annex to solidify my hold. No. It's something a lot smaller. It's Lebanon.
Oh. I was gonna ask if it was Sweden after that.
I went for Lebanon because I already had 29% justification towards them. It's something I could annex to add on to my little Israel holdings over here, cement my hold in the Middle East. Wow, your troops are actually making it through the jungle, all because of those supply trucks. This is so nice to just have supply trucks. Oh my god, you have IOF-2s now, nice. The IOF-2 is the infantry that I'm using, so you now have the same infantry as me. That being said, I've been pumping these out for like ever, but hey, the war's done, yeah, you did it, woo, yeah. Now I know you were like, well, I could just leave it, but I hope you now see the purpose of building infrastructure on this island. That would help your movement around the island a lot better if you just put up like some railways. Doesn't even have to be roads. It could be roads if you want it to be roads, but oh, you now have an amazing staging point right next to Australia.
Okay, how's that for a network?
Gotta turn off your fucking ownership colors. The pink is so hard to see through sometimes. It's looking pretty good.
Oh, I can't do that.
You try to put a thing across, yeah. It only goes like a single water tile across, it allows you. That's it. Apparently something about trying to make like 30 miles of just straight bridgeway isn't a thing. I actually have gotten it across 2 tiles with Japan. I don't know how I did it. Maybe 2's the limit. Maybe 1's the limit. Maybe it's because it's 2 separate borders. I don't know. But I did it.
Okay, so you have... I think it can go a max of 2 pure water tiles.
Okay, so you min-maxed the placement so it didn't go across more than 2 ocean tiles.
Yes. If it's partial, it still, I think, counts as land.
No. If it's like a river, then it counts as water. Because it's anywhere you have to make a bridge is that it counts as water.
Well, then technically that should be 4 tiles then.
No. I'm not seeing any river tiles anywhere around here. You know how to check what tile it is, right? Say no and I'll teach you.
Filters?
No. Land tab.
click on the tile. Bottom left. It'll tell you like jungle, ocean, river, mountain, tundra, grassland, forest.
Alright, I think it is 2 tiles max.
Yeah, because that is exactly 2 tiles. That's even a little unrealistic. Do you realize how much, like how long of a fucking bridge that is?
Are you saying my bridge is unrealistic?
Yeah, I made a similarly unrealistic bridge in Japan. But still, it's fucking crazy.
Okay, let me see. Let me turn on my measuring tool. It's only 48 kilometers. And let me get that into miles. Okay, that's 20 miles, almost 30 miles long. And no, Rez, it's not unrealistic. Have you heard of the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge?
It sounds Asian, so no.
It spans 102.4 miles.
Jesus Christ. Over 100% water?
I have to get,
Because technically you can build a bridge that goes infinitely so long as there's some sort of land to dig some supports into, but going over straight, deep ocean water is a very different thing.
it looks like it.
Where does it go from?
It goes between Shanghai and Nanjing. As I said, it was at the cost of, I think, 8.2 billion.
Now I know this game isn't one for one with real life, but I'm looking at Nanjing and Shanghai on this map, and I'm not quite sure I understand where that bridge would be.
Okay,
There's a road network going in between them. There's not even like enough water anywhere around here
wait,
for a bridge like that to go.
I mean, it might not be entirely over water, but, I'm gonna send it to you over Steam, friends list. Click that link and then put it in satellite mode.
Most of that roadway right there, or whatever that's designed for, goes over land. That bridge isn't actually that long. Barely any of that is over water. Especially not, like, deep ocean water. There's land right next to it, and the water looks very shallow near it.
Oh, and you're talking about the one in the north, right?
I'm talking about like, what you linked me to. All I know is I see the link, I see what it's pointing to, I see where it goes, and it's not even close to the stretch that you just built between those 2 islands. Like, I'm staring right at the bridge. Google actually pointed me at the bridge.
I'm going to post it into, Overtone with what I highlighted. I drew like a little red marker on it.
Okay. But I'm confused. Why do you need to draw a red marker on what Google already put a red marker on? Click your own link. And look at the red marker.
But I did see the red marker, but that's pretty huge.
Okay, I literally just zoomed out to the point where I could see how long a mile is, and it's really not that large, Demo.
Okay, I don't know why they call that little section that's over water the full length of the bridge if it's mostly over land.
Most of that roadway is over land. The bridge that we're looking at right now, it's not like it's the teeniest, tiniest bridge, but we're looking at about like a mile, maybe a little bit more than a mile of bridge. And that's it.
Then why do they call that section that I put a red box around and the Google markers on? Why do they call it the whole stretch of bridge when only that little section above water?
I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is if you use the measuring tool, it's not that much. It's especially not whatever 48 km is into miles. It's especially not oh, I got it on the fucking ball when I said 30 miles. I got it on the ball. It's especially not 30 miles. That bridge that you sent me, so that times like 30. Like times 30 across only water, like no land anywhere near it, is what you just built. That's not realistic. For shit like that, they build tunnels, not bridges.